Welcome to 2023. It's here whether we want it or not. It's another year, another opportunity to start with something new, think about things differently. I'm not a big fan of New Year's resolutions, as it's another opportunity to just start with something, end it, and just feel bad about yourself. But the new year is a good time to really set intention for a new year. And today we'll be talking about how much are you performing versus being your authentic self? And what does it all mean? What does it mean to be your authentic self? My name is Dragan. I'm a life coach, and I work with clients on a regular basis who are struggling with this exact question itself. So we will talk about all of this today. So when are we performing a lot? We're definitely performing a lot when we're getting sense of ourselves and sense of our value from the external world to us. Whether that's your cultural system, your family system, your workplace, your friends, we're definitely performing quite a lot when someone else defines how do we feel about ourselves. The other area where we perform a lot is when we're in toxic relationships. And I don't care whether it's the relationship with a romantic partner, with friends, in a workplace, in a family. We definitely perform when we're in a toxic relationships. So now I'm going to ask for some help from you. Please like, share, subscribe to this channel if you like this video. Please comment on anything that you found interesting, or offer a different perspective, or a question or suggestion for a new topic. And while we're there, maybe talk about what's the example of the area where you performed, and what is something that you maybe changed from something that you inherited from your past. What are some forms of performing? My favorite one, and the one that I've been a part of myself, is a people-pleasing. So it's I go with the flow, I'm super flexible, I don't really say what I mean or what I want, I just don't want to rock any boats, I'm gonna go along. So people-pleasing is a big one. It's often something that we've developed from early on. It's a form of survival. Maybe if we're around a lot of toxic people, it's one form of survival. But as we get older, it stops really serving us, because do we really get what we want with people pleasing? It can grow resentment and deep unhappiness, and it really doesn't have to define you. The second one is something that I call self-gaslighting. It's telling yourself that you're okay, creating narratives in your head that further add to already self-limiting beliefs, or old narratives that are really holding you back, making excuses for toxic behaviors around you, sometimes with maybe also as a self-protective mechanism, so that you don't have to face the harsh reality that's really in front of you as well. So if you're in toxic relationships, we're getting gaslighted, definitely getting gaslighted by the toxic people around us. That is the signature and the main feature of the toxic behaviors. And then with that itself, we actually start believing in the reality that the toxic people are presenting to us, and we then just internalize it ourselves and self-gaslight ourselves even more. So I'm going to talk a bit about a theory here, and hear me out. I know I'm going to lose some people here as this isn't a cute TikTok video, but I'm going to talk about something called Kegan's adult development theory, when there are 5 stages of adult development. It's maturity stages. And there's like a baby infant stage, then there's a teenage stage, then there's something called socialized mind. And the socialized mind is like exactly what I said before, when we're getting our sense of ourselves and our value from our work, our partner, our family, our cultural system, about what society tells us to do. That's why it's called socialized mind. And don't worry about that. You know, there are estimates that 75% of people are in this stage, in the socialized mind, that they never get out of it. Hence why, like, maybe explains a lot of people, a lot of things in the world. But the next stage itself, it's called self-authored mind. It's the stage where you define your own mission and purpose. You define your own sense of value itself. It's intrinsic to you. It's not external source. And these stages are like decades in life, and it's not something that you just switch from one to another stage with just kind of following some here are the 5 tips to really change. It's really not like that. It's a long term intentional change. And people go back between socialized mind and self-authored mind all the time. So it's not like a clear cut and they all of a sudden you're just at the next stage, and that's it. I should also mention that there is also a 5th stage, which is transformative mind, and it's just like and that's 1% of people, but I won't talk about that right now. What does this all mean? I mean, so what this means is that we get a chance to decide what's working for us. Just because you have been told certain things from your family systems, from your cultural system, from a religion, from the society, you get to decide what actually you want to keep yourself. What's working for you? What's holding you back? What often is holding you back are the old narratives and self-limiting beliefs that come from all of these different systems. But it's really up to us and up to all of us to change it and make the best out of the life. I have good news and bad news. I will start with bad news so I can actually leave good news for the end. Unfortunately, when you hang out around a lot of toxic people, when you are stuck in toxic relationships, the more you are in them, the more you start losing the sense of yourself and the sense of your own authenticity, the sense about what you want outside of just appeasing people around you. And the more you're in it, the more you will feel stuck. This happens because you are spending your energy simply on trying to survive day to day, just trying to make it day by day. And you're spending a lot of energy on people pleasing, appeasing other people, and also thinking that with doing that they may change. But unfortunately, it doesn't change. These relationship patterns do not change with just simply doing more. But the good news is that you can change. You can do something different. You can start thinking about something different, and immediately, as you are thinking about 2023 and setting attention for this year. So this isn't some just like 4 or 5 tips that will make your year the best year ahead. These are some thought-provoking questions to think about as you are approaching this year. First question to think about is, how honest are you with yourself? And I have some sub questions underneath that. Are you really listening to your own inner voice? Or the better question is actually, how much are you ignoring your inner voice? How much are you adding to your own self-doubt and your own self-gaslighting that adds to the narratives that may be keeping you stuck? The second is, are you looking for someone else to save you? Do you think that someone else will come or something else will come and just save you? That simply won't happen. You're the only one who can save yourself. And the good news about it is that there are things that you can do to save yourself. The third is, what's the cost of not doing anything different? Well, how much of not doing anything different will further keep you stuck, will further create the bad energy and just the sense of unfulfillment and unhappiness? The fourth is, are you looking for easy answers or easy ways out? In the times of the instant gratification and just easy tips for how to live your life better, we're often looking for just easy ways out. There is no easy way out. The change is intentional, the change takes time, but the good news is that you can start with doing something different and you will not regret it. You will not regret taking your own life in your own hands and going with it. So I will leave you with this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.